It was just another regular November day until it wasn't. I'd like to say that the sun was shining and the birds were chirping and that the sky was the bluest blue you've ever seen, but alas, that wasn't the case. See, in November, where I live, we have snow, and it's murky, and the weather's pretty bipolar, to be frank. So, it was just one of those days where I stayed inside and I didn't do anything, and I was sat on the couch, bundled up in blankets, not because I was cold, just because I wanted to be cozy. My dad was upstairs, my brother was upstairs, and my mom was out. I was all alone in the living room, and that's when Dan and Phil started a live stream.
Hello!
Hi! What up?
Welcome to the live show!
Welcome to the Liverpool Shizzle.
Now, as a lover of Dan and Phil, I obviously joined the live stream right away. And, the live stream, all in all, lasted about 45 minutes or something. It was 2 years ago in 2017, right before they were about to go on their world tour, their second world tour. And I couldn't go because of money. And so they started a live stream so that people could ask questions about the tour and just about stuff in general. So, like usual, they would read through the quickly moving chat in the live stream, and they would try to read one as fast as they could, and they would answer it, and when they read one, everyone would get excited. Well, I knew my question. I had it all planned out. And every time they would be like looking down, glancing down to where I knew they were reading the comments, I would send my question. I would have it pre-typed and then I would send it in, and I sent it a bunch of times, and then it happened. This is the tea. They read my comment, something I never thought would happen, let alone on a live stream where I could actually hear them answer me back. And Daniel Howell, like the precious little chap that he is, read it. And I was shook.
Ooh, it's called Interactive Introverts. Can extroverts go? Yes, Olivia, and in
can.
fact, extroverts will be needed to torment Phil and I, the introverts.
You are welcome to come to the show.
That.
Not even exaggerating. I was the only one in the living room at the time, and I was sitting there all alone, and he read my comment, and he said my name. I freaked out. But it was all internalized because I didn't really know what to do. I think it's best described as a state of shock. To be noticed by people who inspire you and who have millions of subscribers that they could have responded to, and they responded to me. And that was the most amazing thing. And all in all, it was that day that my life was complete. I didn't even need to do anything else. I could die today and I'd be happy. So then the next thing that happened after they read it was I started crying, and I was like, why am I crying? And my inner self was like, self, you're crying because people you love just noticed you who you thought would never notice you. Then my dad, I was just kind of like, for the rest of the live stream. I don't even think I know what they said the rest of the live stream. After they answered me, it was over. I was shook, and I didn't stop being shook. And then, the next thing I knew, my dad was coming down the stairs into the living room, and he saw me sitting there, looking like I had just been tasered, and I was just paralyzed, sitting there. And he was like, are you okay? And I was like, no. I explained to him what happened, and he was happy for me, although he doesn't fully understand how amazing it actually was. No one did. You would have to be there, but I was the only one there. So yeah, I just thought I would share that with y'all. Then the rest of the day, I just sat on the couch, staring blankly off in the distance, in complete shock, with a single tear streaming down my face. So yeah, that's my Dan and Phil story. I love them. I will watch them always. If you have any stories where that's similar, where some sort of person you love or a celebrity or a famous person did something similar, share your story in the comments. I would love to read it. And genuinely, I really do love stories like that, just where people's days got made because someone who inspires them noticed them. It's so beautiful. I hope you guys have an amazing day and stay weird. Bye.